Two guys named Chris Show. America Inside the Numbers. Loyola superfan Sister Jean from the NCAA tournament a few years ago. She became a huge star. Has just turned 105. 105.
Oh, my.
Still.
At Loyola Chicago?
Yeah. Remember probably, gosh, 5 or 6 years ago, at least.
At least.
She was following Loyola of Chicago to the Final Four and went and became a viral sensation all over television and social media and the internet.
The team has been decent, I think, since. And I don't know if she's able to get to all the games in person anymore, but I don't know.
They went back another year, and she was at the games. She used to go to all those games, and of course, they'd show her in the Final Four. 105. So yesterday, we learned that the oldest person in the world passed at 117. The new oldest person is 116. You think Sister Jean's in the top 50 at 105? Top 100?
At 105, for some reason, I don't.
I don't either.
In the world.
In the world,
Yeah, I don't
no.
think so either.
I bet to be in the top 50 in the world, you got to be in the 110s.
I agree. I think there are probably 50 people 110 or over. That's a total guess on the numbers, but I'll bet you there, because if you've got somebody at 116 and there's a woman in, well, the woman in the United States who's in third place is 114.
Oh.
So are there 30 or 40 or 50 more people between 110 and 114?
Seems unlikely.
Yeah, I don't know. But 105 now, I think that's doable. That's
105.
Doable. Well, because
is that your new goal?
Well, 110 is my new goal.
110.
Yeah.
I know your goalpost used to be 100 even.
It was. But I'm 53, okay? Let me just, full disclosure, I'm 53.
Hard 53.
I'm a hard 53. And a friend of mine who's exactly my same age recently said to me, it was her birthday a few months ago, and she said, let's face it, I'm in the second half of my life. And I said, no, you're not.
You still refuse?
I said, no, you're not. I'm 4 days older than her. So I turned 53, and she said, happy birthday. And then 4 days later, she turned 53. And I said, happy birthday. And she said, let's face it, we're in the second half of our lives. And I said, oh, no. And she goes, well, what do you expect us to live to? I said, 110. 110. 110 is what we're going for. Yeah. You got to plug away at it. You got to really do something to get there.
I saw something the other day. There's it was a magazine article about our state, printed about North Carolina. It was all about lighthouses.
Yeah.
And there's a man who lives, oh crap, I can't remember which one, because the whole issue was lighthouses.
Yeah.
And I can't remember which one this guy did, but he's 99, and he is the oldest person ever to climb the steps to the top of the lighthouse.
That's phenomenal. That's
99, and
fantastic.
I think it's 8.
Fantastic.
It's like 110 stories or something.
Yes.
110 feet up.
Unbelievable.
Stories.
Unbelievable. 99 years old. I see from Biggie's face, he wants it. You want this.
No, the older I get, the less challenges I want.
99. Listen, a lot of times.
What was your last challenge, Biggie?
Yeah, well, really?
This morning is getting up.
Working without a phone.
Every day is a challenge, really.
Every day that alarm goes off, and I think to myself, what if I just don't today?
Well,
like not just don't.
Yeah.
Like what if I just don't go to work? I just don't go to life. I don't do anything.
I turn on these cameras now each morning. The second day I've done this, and I see you sitting here alone in the studio when I turn them on 30 minutes before showtime. You don't even know when I'm doing it.
The cameras whir to life.
Yes, they do.
And then you get a live look at Biggie in his little hole.
And I look at his face, and his face says, "I'd rather be anywhere but here." It's like, oh.
I was trying to see, and I'd like to set up my alarm clock to where, and you can do this now, where every morning it just starts playing, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
Right. You should do that.
Like that's just every morning.
That's exactly.
I wake up when the alarm goes off.
That's what you should do.
And it's the worst as you get older too, because you got to wake up in the middle of the night to pee.
Oh, I know.
Things like that. And now it's like I'm on a system now where it's like between 12:30 and 1 a.m. every night.
I watch a lot of pickleball videos in my spare time.
Ooh.
I'd rather wake up and pee.
It just feels like he's 110.
Yeah, I thought I had it bad, but
for improvement, I do a lot of pickleball video.
Would you say they're working?
No. In fact, more than anything else, they're confusing. I'm like, how should I hold it? Because different guys say different things. And I'm like, I don't know what exactly I'm doing. But I saw one recently, and it was an overview shot, and they were like, they said, this is appalling because there was one player on the court who was 92. And everybody else was more like 50-something. And they kept like hitting it at the guy. They kept like driving him deeper on the court. And one of the people watching said, I was appalled by how they treated this 92-year-old who couldn't move very well, but they just kept smashing it to him, to beat him.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, can't you take some mercy? And I thought, no mercy.
No, you've made the choice to get out.
Listen,
here.
if you're out there,
you're in the ring.
That's right. If you're out there, you're out there. And good for him for being there at 92. But no,
he'd probably say, I'm not out here to get
exactly.
I want it. Bring it.
I want it. That's right. Let's go out there and.
It's not fun. It's pickleball.
Thank you. That's what we say in the community, in the pickleball community. That's right. Always say that. Inside the numbers, a woman in Texas named Connie Claxton has just retired after working 54 years at Whataburger. And she only missed 3 days in 54 years.
Oh, I bet you were like, oh, yes. Yes.
3 days work. They threw her a
How old is she?
Well, I don't know how. It's a good
When
question.
she start? Age 16?
Yeah. And she did it for 54 years. She tells the story about it here.
I thought it was the best burger I had ever ate. And I thought, well, I could do that. Still eat a junior burger every morning. Married one of my customers. I would take his order. He had a special needs boy. He was so kind to them. And I thought, man, what would it be like to marry to him? So I got up this morning and I thought, you know what? Thank you, Jesus, for letting me do it one more day. I just feel like in my heart that it's time to give it up.
That's it. That's her whole story.
I like her.
I do too. She did start as a teenager. And
sounds like it.
She said, best burger I've ever had. She's in her 70s now. But she did it for 54 years. And when she got up for the last day of work, she said, thank you, Jesus, for letting me do it one more day. 54 straight at Whataburger in California. Good for her, for doing it that long.
Yeah. The number of people who ask me about retiring is alarmingly high.
Yeah, I know. Why? Why do people?
Yeah.
I mean, once you hit a certain plateau,
I guess.
people we know, people we have worked with are retiring.
Yes. But if you enjoy
Their own decision.
Yeah, right. If you enjoy your work,
yeah,
and I think it does. If you stop moving and stop working, I do think it takes its toll on you. You know what I mean? You got to do something anyway.
Well, you do have to do something, I think.
Otherwise, you get sedentary.
You rest, you rust.
That's a fact. You rest, you rust. I tell everybody that.
Anyways, if you'd like to place a bet on Demm's retirement, just head over to our website. It's you guys know.
It's the #1 radio show in America. You probably know the website. It's the #1 show in America. You can go on DraftKings and do this.
Yeah,
they've got it. They've got his face up there and doing.
I have a little chart in here, like the little yodel guy from Price is Right.
Climbing the mountain.
Each day he moves a little.
That's
up
right.
or down depending on how he is.
That's exactly
when
right.
he gets sick, he moves up.
America.
How did he beat COVID?
My God, how did he get through?
Yeah.
That's what they'll say when you retire. He's been through COVID. He's been through the Spanish Civil War. He's been through all of those things.
When
He
you list
survived it.
Chris Demm's ailments, people will think he was a boxer.
Yeah,
He's got tinnitus.
yeah.
He's got injuries to the ribs. He has one kidney. He's got two bad knees.
Yep, that's right. He said
My
it.
God, how long did he box? He was in radio.
What?
He told jokes for a living.
Radio.
What?
That's right.
Yeah, he didn't move.
He had COVID. He barely came back from COVID this last
Knee
time.
surgeries.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. It was absolutely horrible. America, inside the numbers. This is one we've talked about before. Numbers are in. What percentage of people don't wash their feet in the shower? 37%, including myself.
Gross.
I let the soap run down on my feet.
We agreed. We're both in that boat. Yeah.
Yeah, I do not wash my feet in the shower.
Well, then this begs the question: do you dry your feet?
I do. I do. I step
Why?
on a towel. Well, they're wet, and they do the soap.
You
does,
step on the towel?
I
That's
do.
it?
I do.
You don't go between the toes?
No.
No, God, no.
Should probably.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the fungus growing between your toesies.
Well, then it gets wet, but they air dry.
Yeah.
I let them air dry.
How long? I bet your shower and then in your socks and on your way.
That's true. That's true. I don't know how long. 5 minutes, I guess. That's it. That's once the socks go on.
Yeah.
Good
They stay
point.
I guess there's
until-
enough time for me. I never feel like I have wet feet.
I don't either, but I guess he's right.
Yeah.
Why do you not wash your feet?
I don't know. I'm in a hurry, and I just
Are you? To do what?
I just always think that they're getting washed as it stands
I
there
do
in the
too.
shower, the bottom of the
I
shower,
do
the
too.
water's moving around it.
I don't think that's how it works. You ever try to wash a dish like that? You eat off a dish if you just run some water on it?
It's not as. I mean, it's not clean. It's not really
It's
clean.
not
clean.
It was. You got to
need
really
scrubbing.
scrub it. 60% said they do. 37% say they don't. 3% say I'm not sure.
Feet.
I think I have to.
Right.
Which ones are those again?
Right. I don't know. That's true. That's an oddity.
Hey.
America, inside the numbers, 73% of insured drivers prefer to pay out of pocket rather than filing insurance claims if they have a bump up, a minor car accident. That's true. You know why that is? It's because you're waiting for a bigger car accident to come along and you don't want your insurance to drop you.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how I've always felt about that. You know, I always worry about that. Like when we had our homeowner's insurance pay for when our kitchen was destroyed, now I feel like if something minor happens, they're going to be like, oh, you've already used up your insurance, you know? I don't
Shouldn't
know.
work like that.
No, it shouldn't. But
we have a friend who would rant and rave about that industry.
I know him. And boy, he should be here for this. I mean, that's something that he would be all over.
He's not here.
I mean, he's not here anymore. He's not here anymore to say that.
Yeah. Someone asked me about your Acura yesterday. I guess this person had not heard the news
Oh,
about the Acura. I said, it's been a challenging month.
terrible.
Challenging couple of weeks.
That's what started it. That was like mid-July, and here we are in late August, and it was a terrible time.
And when I told him how much you got paid for the value of your car, when it was totaled,
$5,041.
his jaw hit the floor.
Yeah, no one can believe that. In fact, many are still screaming insurance fraud. Many say that you got paid just because of who you are.
Stunner.
Does it work like that?
I don't know.
Stunner.
Number one show in America.
Well, I get the number one show in America. That's what you get. You know.
People were sending me lists like of their cars, which were much newer.
I know.
Where they got way less for.
I can't understand it. When he said, I was ready to argue with him. You know, my insurance agent, the Diesel, I said, when am I going to get out of this? 2,000? He goes, more like 800. I mean,
That's what we all figured.
800. And so I was gonna try for 1,200. And the guy started with the 5. He goes, we have 5. And I thought, oh, he's going to say 500. I'm ready to argue. $1,041.
Am I being scammed?
Right. I couldn't believe it.
Shocking.
I raced to the office and signed the check as soon as humanly possible. I signed all the paperwork as soon as I possibly could. America, inside the numbers, 56% of dog owners say their dog is allowed to lick them in the face.
I thought it would be higher, frankly.
40% say no. 4% say, I'm not sure.
Interesting.
Dog. Which one's the dog?
You let the dog lick you in the face? I do. I let my dog lick me in the
My
face.
dog has never been a face licker.
My dog. Would you let her if she wanted to?
No, I'm not a big fan of that.
I have no
If
problem.
she jumped up on the sofa, sat next to you, Biggie?
I have no problem.
No,
with that.
I told you we have a very separate but equal relationship. But she as a puppy was never that way, and still to this day is not. Even when people come over, she'll get up and smell you.
But not
And then
lick you.
No, she won't lick your face.
My dog licks me, and I'm okay with it. I'm just like, okay, this is
Everybody in the family gets licked?
everybody in the family gets licked, and that's just how it is. So we went with that. Is it Don D.C. Curry who talks about that? About
Oh, white people.
white people do
You want
that.
to understand white folk? Just act white for a day. Get up in the morning and do things that white folk do. Kiss your dog in the mouth. Cuss your mama and daddy out. Go to the mailbox, get your bills, open them up, and pay them soon as you look at them. See if your ass ain't a little out of touch with reality. If you don't understand Mexican folk, hell, act Mexican for a day. Get up Monday morning, get in your car in the middle of rush hour, get out on the highway in the fast lane, run out of gas, and then just sit there like a damn fool. Like somebody gonna bring your ignorant ass some gas. Put 16 or 17 bad little Mexican chillin' in the front seat of a station wagon Chevy. Bunch of oranges in the back seat. Go riding around town for a week. Eat beans 4 or 5 times a day. See if you feel like going to work the next damn week. Then if you ain't black, act black for a while. Do things that black folk do. Go to work Monday morning, cuss your boss out. Tell him what you ain't gonna damn do. What he bet not damn do. Then go back to the house and sit down and worry, wondering if your ignorant ass got a job to go to and not Tuesday morning.
DC.
He's right on the white people. I can't speak to the other races. I know that my dog kisses me in the mouth.
Maybe that explains the numbers, the percentages.